spirit coach, and I'm getting you in shape and form for the age of Aquarius, okay? So yeah, the sun is in Cancer, moon, and Taurus, theme is sensing a vibe. So yeah, you're gonna have to use your soft side, you know what I'm saying, your Cancer, your expressions, your ability to emotionally influence and connect and things of that nature for a sense of practicality, for a sense of stability and growing something in your seeds. And if you a little bitch, you ain't gonna hop into that opportunity and do that. But if you hard enough, you know what I'm saying, you might go ahead and just take your opportunity of you being able to appear unstable a little bit because you got a master plan. But if it ain't based on nothing of practicality, where the moon is at, no talent, no give, no shit, you know what I'm saying, that brings value in some way, shape, or form, then you need to get your ass out the game. All right? Remember, rock the boat, work it.
Time out, what's good, y'all? How y'all feeling? What up, Mystic? What up, Q? What's good, y'all? Yeah, it's Ceito, the spirit coach. Y'all know what I be doing. I be getting you in shape and form and shit like that for the new age of Aquarius and things of that nature, because you know, a lot of people's brains are shapeless and formless on their own, off their own and shit. They don't really got no structure about them, you know what I'm saying? They ain't got no, you know what I'm saying, direction about them. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got no, they don't know how to restrict themselves from certain things, certain desires, you know what I'm saying? So that you can actually move your spirit into a new space, in a new area where you can be lighter and you can start attracting circumstances and situations based on you not jumping into something that looked like a cycle or that is a cycle and things of that nature. So, you know what I'm saying? You want to champion your goddamn faith. And especially when we here too, because we in Cancer and Jupiter is exalted in Cancer. So, you know what I'm saying? That's the energy that we dealing with. Shout out to Jupiter as well. It's a Thursday. So y'all know Thursday, that's Stores Day. Everything dealing with Jupiter, you know what I'm saying? Being able to expand and go the distance and, experience yourself outside of the realm that, you know what I'm saying, you can have as a spirit. And that is spirituality. And for the most part, then once you do that, Jupiter adds meanings and reasons to these things so they can play out as wisdom so you can go into a new area. But for right now, we're doing that with our passions. We're doing that with the things that we're motivated about, and we're doing that with our personal personality and shit, you know what I'm saying? So get creative with your personality, whatever personal, you know what I'm saying, personal things you have, you know what I'm saying? If you want to know specifically, you will have to go to your chart, you know what I'm saying, to see where you're kind of catching influences from Jupiter being here. But Jupiter would be in whatever house, you know what I'm saying, you got Aries in right now and things of that nature. So, if you don't have a house reading, you can also hit me up and book me at ceitoworld.com/booking or hit the DM. I ain't too far hop, jip, and skip, but nonetheless, you know what I'm saying, this is a free stretch period. You know how we do, we stretch for free, you know what I'm saying? I'm just cooling out. I like this to be a little bit more straight, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying something new with this little thing, little office space and shit, you know what I'm saying? Be using as well as my other spot and things, but this is just for us to get a little bit more constructed, because you know what I'm saying, like, this is called Let's Build. That's what we're doing, right? You know what I'm saying? So why wouldn't I not have a goddamn background for my show or something like that? You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So getting into the energies today. You know how we do, how y'all been feeling about it. We got Cancer sun, Cancer season is here. It's about 2 degrees. We not all the way in motherfucker where we would like to be in Cancer, which is 3 degrees. So we still getting a little influence from, you know what I'm saying, trying to think about how we feel and shit like that. So we might still show actions of that first thinking before, you know what I'm saying, we feeling based on the mutability of Gemini and your emotion. We trying to make logical sense of this new emotion. It's really, instead of really kind of getting the grips, but for the most part, we got the moon in Taurus, and that's going to make us, you know what I'm saying, start to make sense on a more practical level. And practicality really just deals with routine, pattern, and creating a form. And once you have a form, that form plays out like earth and shit like that. So that earth is a little bit more denser in the sense of how maybe water may play out, maybe air may play out, and maybe fire may play out. And not even maybe, it is density, right? Because, you know what I'm saying, we have physical representations to actually show us when we have something that's fixed and done in a routine and pattern, and it becomes some type of solidarity from your ideas all the way down to you creating a goddamn book, you know what I'm saying? So that energy went somewhere. Now it went somewhere where you didn't, you know what I'm saying, you ain't necessarily know, you know what I'm saying, about if you're not into this shit, you know what I'm saying, if you're not into the spirituality, and if you're not into manifesting, you don't know the spirit is your space, you don't know, you know what I'm saying, within your space you have shit going through your space and floating through your space, and then you create, you know, your lights in that space, you know what I'm saying? They play out real light, like your lightest shapes and forms, and that'd be like your ideas and your feelings. And once them two things to come together, they create like sex and shit like that. And then that sex, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm just talking about when you actually doing these ideas and you bring them to reality. So, you know what I'm saying, I'm just explaining the process in some way, shape, or form. So, you know, when you having these ideas and you bringing them, you know, down, they can become your children, or they can become like situations and circumstances that you can participate in. But for the most part, you know, those, you know, your ideas, you know, the many thoughts and feelings you create, and the many thoughts and spaces that you observe and enter and have, you know, have on your mind, you know what I'm saying, that's going to play out into your reality. So the better you know how to do that constructive with, you know, with the transits and shit like that, you know what I'm saying, you're actually participating in the right way, right? You know what I'm saying? You don't go outside in the winter, you know what I'm saying, with hot shit on, you know what I'm saying? So you know your spirituality, your men and women, your ideas, them like your cloths and shit like that. So you know what I'm saying? It's not, when it's winter time, you don't go out with, you know, you don't go out with your you know, you gonna go out with motherfucking a bra and panties and shit like that. You learn how to dress and things of that nature. So you know what I'm saying? You learn how to act, you learn how to move, you learn how to see, then you learn how to feel about what you're seeing and shit like that. So you know what I'm saying? We doing that on the 1, 2, and 3rd dimension. You know what I'm saying? What has manifested as astrology over time, and we're doing that on a speculative nature in the 4th, 5th, and 6th dimension. If these people are acting like this, or if this day is designed like this, then what thought and feeling I'm gonna take into this area to, as a character, to prevail and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Now the thing is, it's tricky because sometimes the thoughts and feelings you have to take into the 1, 2, and 3rd dimension may not look as sustainable as they, you know, appear and shit like that, you know what I'm saying, off jump to you and your mind and shit like that. No, you might have to go through, you know, a series of transits and a series of elements and things that of that nature to actually, you know what I'm saying, have some type of motherfucking results and shit like that. But as long as you allowing yourself to do as you will and do as your spirit will and understand the weather and shit, then really you can direct yourself, and you got your own direction. You don't really need direction from anyone else and things of that nature. Now we all need each other in some way, shape, or form to be relative and to relate and to see, you know what I'm saying, what fits and what don't. But you know what I'm saying, you always fit, and if you don't fit, you know what I'm saying, make yourself fit. You know what I'm saying, make yourself physically fit, you know, mentally fit and emotionally fit. You know what I'm saying? I'm a spirit coach, and I'm getting you in shape and form for the age of Aquarius. Okay? So yeah, so get on to track of things, you know, Moon and Taurus. So we're gonna be making sense, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna be in that earth, that fixated earth, and we're gonna be making sense. But of how it's gonna look is it don't make sense because it's a water sign. What's a water sign? Ceito, Cancer. The sun is in Cancer. So we're gonna be making sense of a vibration, of an emotion, of a feeling, of our comfort zone and things of that nature. And you know what I'm saying? And so if you tired and shit like that right now, you might need to sit down, and you've been doing too much, you might need to sit down and get comfortable. But if you on the other end of this, you know what I'm saying, you trying to, you know, manifest and put your energies to work in some way, shape, or form, then you might want to test your waters a little bit and take an opportunity to, you know, connect and make sense of your world and your platform and what you got going on as far as your stability, your talent, your seeds, your gifts, and your self-esteem and things of that nature. Now, like I said, that may look unstable based on just the sun being in the water sign, but if you can make sense of things that can feel comfortable with others and shit like that, and they'll pick up on that naturally and shit like that. You don't really have to say too much about getting too much lost into logic or anything to explaining what you're doing, because for the most part, every spirit at the end of the day know what's going on deep down inside them. So, you know what I'm saying, if we're making sense of a vibration of our comforting state, aka the sun, you know what I'm saying, you can have crazy shit on your mind. You could be making sense of a, you know what I'm saying, of a fucking mansion that you want on your mind, or some type of, you know, whatever makes you feel home, you know what I'm saying, for the most part, that's what you want to make sense of right now, you know what I'm saying. Now, that could be, now try not to base that on too many places and things right now, because like I said, water, you know what I'm saying, that deals with the home and family, but it's really dealing with your comfort zone and your comfortable state and things of that nature. And Taurus likes to value others, but it's really on its terms and shit like that, you know what I'm saying. So if it's like, you got to be a part of Taurus, value system, and they gotta feel like, you know what I'm saying, they need it in some way, shape, or form. So, especially with their material and their resources and things of that nature, and what they can do for you and shit like that. So, but that can go deep. That can go be from the material realm all the way to just them having a bomb ass idea that can make a whole bunch of money, or a potential ladder, you know what I'm saying, potential that can bring that, you know what I'm saying, that sense of easiness into this reality. So, that's what we're dealing with, and that's the opportunity. Now, getting to the alignments, we gonna get into the alignments and shit like that, and yeah, because, I just be having to break the shit down a little bit, and I don't like being uptight and things. I like being comfortable too, you know what I'm saying, for the most part and shit like that, but I just be having to break it down just before we get into these shits, because, other people be watching me and shit like that. They don't know what the fuck I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Some do know what the fuck I'm doing. But for the most part, like I said, breaking it down, just getting it true. That's what I do in my life all day, is just pay attention to things, and everything is astrology to me, because everybody got astrology within them. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't really necessarily look at it as anything separate or anything. I feel like everything, that we've done on an internal level creates this realm of reality. So, that's what it is to me. So, but we're gonna get into these alignments so y'all can understand your parameter, and then what you have been experiencing as far as these couple days and shit like that. But it ain't really too much hard of a transit right now. Like I said, we still in Cancer, so we're gonna want to be real comfy and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And things of that nature. But now, like I said, we want to be comfortable with our money system, or the bag we making, or resources, or talents and shit like that. So just pay attention, and we're gonna get you good. All right, we're gonna get you in shape and form. Alrighty then. We got the sun sextiling the moon right now, so this is opportunity to see how you feel. So you got the opportunity to see how you feel right now. You know what I'm saying? Now, you may feel stable, or you may feel unstable based on the moon being in Taurus, right? But you're gonna be paying you got the opportunity to pay a lot of attention to how you feel and things of that nature. So if you feel unstable, you know what I'm saying, you got to understand how this degree and angle. It's an opportunity. That's probably not how you feel, but it's just the way the alignment is. You know what I'm saying? You may be paying attention to that in some way, shape, or form. If you get what I'm saying, like, this is spiritual travel. You got to know how to be like, y'all know when they go in the room, like with all the lasers and shit, like the beam, and they motherfucker be trying to like get to the prize and shit like that. That's kind of what we be going through every day on a grander scale and shit like that. It's just motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? These lights is come as motherfuckers, your family and shit, because they be influenced by these motherfuckers. You get what I'm saying? So yeah. So there's an opportunity to see how we feel, okay? Then we got Sun trine Saturn, okay? So anytime you got a trine, that's a 120-degree angle, that's a gift. So you got the gift to act structured with our emotions and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So we got the gift to construct our actions in a more suitable way, you know what I'm saying, in a more way that's precise, in a more way that's, our expressions can be more precise and boundary, and shit like that, and you got the gift to have boundaries and shit like that, but just make sure you don't be too stubborn on your boundaries to where you prevent opportunities you know what I'm saying, unless it's needed in some way, shape, or form. But yeah, you got the gift to act constructive and the gift to act, you know what I'm saying, dry, all that, you know what I'm saying. You got the gift to, you know what I'm saying, you got the gift to act like you got some boundaries right now and shit like that. We know your boundaries ain't real though. We know one chance your ass get your ass running wild. All right, but yeah, you got the gift to be, you know, sophisticated with your actions and shit like that, based on Sun, Trine, Saturn. You know what I'm saying? Which is patience, time, routine, pattern, all that good shit. You know. All right, Sun square Jupiter. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody might even try, you know, somebody might try to restrict y'all or something like that. That might happen as well. Okay. But yeah. Then we got Sun square Jupiter. Okay, so we learning how we are expressing our character. So we kind of learning how we are seeing based on our experiences squaring Jupiter right now. So, you know what I'm saying, we all trying to expand on, you know, how we sing, but, you know, we doing that in a sense of we gotta act to learn, you know what I'm saying? And for that motion, if you ain't acting to learn, you might not learn what you need to learn. So you need to learn and shit like that. So express yourself to see how you are seen. Okay, Sun square Neptune, learning if you're seen creative or delusional. Okay, so you got the gift to learn if you're creative or delusional, but you don't know if you don't get in either one of those two. If you don't hop into your creativity, if you don't hop into your imagination, you'll never know if you're creative. You'll never know if you're delusional right now. All right? Moon square Saturn. Moon square Saturn, this is learning to restrict emotions. Yeah, so you're gonna be learning to how to restrict your emotions, your motherfucking feelings and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You might not want to dive into this feeling and shit like that. You're gonna be learning about, you know, the restrictions going on with your emotional state and seeing if that's good, if that's bringing good fruits, if it's not, if it's, you know, allowing too many demons in, or if it's not allowing too many demons in and shit like that. So, you know, you might like your emotional restrictions, or you might, or you know, so you're gonna be learning about that as well. With the moon square Saturn, moon emotions, Saturn. I just told y'all what Saturn was. Moon conjunct Uranus. So this is reacting. So this ain't on yet, but like when we get towards the end of this transit, which would be like a day and a half maybe or something like that, we're going to be reacting to change. So hopefully your ass is changing, getting ready for that now, because something gonna change. Something gonna change if it ain't happened already. Something gonna change. All right, so you're gonna be highly reactive to change and shit like that. And if you still holding on, boo boo, you gotta learn how to let go, boo boo. You know what I'm saying? You gotta learn how to let go a little bit. You feel me? Like let go, like, you know what I'm saying? Learn how to let go. You know what I'm saying? Learn how to react to change. Learn how to, you know what I'm saying? Learn how to be a little bit harder when it comes to change. You know what I'm saying? That's in Taurus. Now, Uranus don't like necessarily being in Taurus, but Taurus is a very, you know, very, very unwilling to change ass motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So you got to react to change and things. You got to react to change, and you got to do that hard way and shit like that. The harder way. The harder way, okay? It ain't no softer way, you know what I'm saying? It may feel a little bit, you know what I'm saying? You may be in your feelings a little bit, but you got to do that the hard way. All right. Yeah, all right. Moon trine Pluto, comfortable with transforming. So like this shit keeps flipping. Okay. Comfortable with transforming. So you're comfortable with transformations going on and things of that nature. So, you know, this might be like so this might be like, you know, you got the gift to put depth and shit like that on the emotional side and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? With the moon trying Pluto, because Pluto is like depth. Pluto is like struggle and things of that nature. So, you know what I'm saying? We got the gift to feel comfortable with the struggle right now. We got the gift to feel comfortable with reacting to, you know, Pluto-like energies and shit, depth and, you know, transformation and letting go and giving and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So if you need to let go of something right now and, you know, it ain't good for you, you know, it's probably good to do that right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like for real, like, you know what I'm saying? Like that. All right. Yeah, and then we got damn, what we got? Yeah, that's why I was in Mercury conjunct Venus. So we also gonna be valuing logic and things that make sense. You know what I'm saying? So we got the gift to appreciate, somebody that look like they got the talking style, the communication style. You know what I'm saying? The making logical style, the funny style, the thinking style. We got sapiosexuals right now. Out and about and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So you might not be valuing too much, but your ability to have a communication, especially with Venus going in Gemini, have communication, have open communication, have logic, be around sensible people and things of that nature. And that's what you want to be around, sensible people, because we got the real world happening out here, and the world ain't really nice and things of that nature, all junk and shit. It ain't blah, blah, blah. And you will get ate and thrown to the woods if you don't really know nothing. You know what I'm saying? Know nothing for yourself and things of that nature, especially trying to be an individual. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to be an individual, then you need to actually, know some shit, okay? Know some shit and actually, practice some shit, experience some shit, but for the most part, learn some shit. Mercury, Mercury conjunct Venus, and that's valuing, your communication, your logic and things of that nature. So, don't just be valuing metaphors and shit like that, valuing that nobody connect to and things of that nature, Don't be valuing talk. Yeah, Mercury sextile Jupiter, opportunity to expand your thoughts, okay? So you got opportunity to expand your thoughts, your thinking, your communication. Damn, it ain't what you thought it was, huh? Take that out. If it ain't what you thought it was, bro, if it ain't what you thought it was, and it's an opportunity to think another way about it, maybe you might want to take that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Bro, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even gotta think about it like that way, bro. Come on, bro. It's a new world, bro. Individually, bro. Individually speaking, bro. We going through a lot on a personal level, bro. So we trying to expand, bro. Our personality. You know what I'm saying, bro? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this is an opportunity, to expand how you think, bro. If you don't, incest. All right. Venus sextile Neptune, an opportunity to appreciate imaginations and value our imaginations and our dreams. I value my imagination, my dreams every day. So, you know what I'm saying? This ain't an opportunity that I'm missing out on. Now, y'all, I don't know, but hopefully you not, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully you got some imagination, creativity going about yourself and things of that nature, because the mind is powerful. Now, you can use your mind and shit like that. Now, y'all can watch, motherfuckers starting from the beginning, you know what I'm saying? People didn't watch me all over the years. I made myself very accessible, especially to the public arena, and just putting out quality and things of that nature. And you can see how my imagination develops and things of that nature. So, you know what I'm saying? Imagination is a good thing to have, but a terrible thing to waste, especially in delusions and shit like that. So don't value dreams that aren't yours, okay? Value something that is that's really awesome, you know what I'm saying? That's really, really expansive and shit, for, whatever creative endeavor that you're into. Okay, so that's the opportunity. Venus trine Pluto, so it's transforming love matters. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? Love is going through a transformation right now, easy transformation, so you got the gift of value, this transformation, you valuing your motherfucking, you can value the struggle right now, you know what I'm saying? You can appreciate the struggle right now. You want to appreciate that struggle, you know what I'm saying? Because if you ain't had that struggle, you ain't gonna get nowhere in life without that struggle. All right, bro? All right? Appreciate that struggle. Appreciate that hard shit, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate that dead situation that taught you, motherfucker, your own value and shit like that. And you know what I'm saying? Appreciate that, bro. All right? Venus sextile, that's Venus trine Pluto right there. All right? Mars square Pluto. Mars sextile Saturn. This is an opportunity to make sense of your passion and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So anytime you hop into your passion, your motivation, it might start making more sense than if you don't participate in that. But you will attract an opportunity if you hop into your passions to make sense of of it or be made sense of by other motherfuckers. And no, you don't do that. You know what I'm saying? You motherfucking part of Ceito world. You know what I'm saying? We understand, you know what I'm saying? We understand this shit. We understand how to make some sense. Some shit makes sense just by looking at the world and observing. Actually, a lot of people around us don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, we got to make sense of it in some way, shape, or form. And the thing is, you know, it may not, you may can't use the same mind, you know what I'm saying? The same, let me see, not the same mind, but the same worldview that was given to you in school. You know what I'm saying? You can't, that might not work with your spiritual system as a roadmap. You know what I'm saying? That might not work with your spiritual system as a motherfucking, you know, as a motherfucking being and something like that. Now, you know, honestly, these are things that are suggested to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, just everything is suggested to you. And we saw that go to the furthest extent with the shot and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, if you were suggested and you took that and things of that nature, understand that was suggestion, but you didn't have to take it. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, as far as even just getting into, you know, everyday thinking and how you're supposed to operate with your mind. You know what I'm saying? Now, this is suggestions, and some suggestions are good and some are not. You got to understand your suggestions, okay? All right, but yeah, when Mars sextile Saturn, this is opportunity to make sense of passions. Make sense of your motherfucking passions. Give your passions time. Right? It's in Mars. It's Mars, so it's passions, willpower. It's Saturn, you know what I'm saying? And then you got to be that amongst you got the ability to transform your associations and who you associate it with. Okay? Now, it might be good to transform a lot of these associations because a lot of these motherfuckers, they weren't doing shit anyway for you. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. You know? But yeah, Saturn square Uranus. You know, I'm talking about these associations. I'm talking about these associations that you carry on your mind or your mental. You know what I'm saying? You got to have this degree. You know what I'm saying? You got to have this. Well, how? When people, and I don't even like to use this, but people are, you know, on YouTube making, you know, millions of dollars, and, you know, people were in Bitcoin, and you told me to go to school for this associate's degree, and I'm not associated with any type of bag. And that doesn't feel good to the average individual, okay? So it's like the system is different, but we can change it and actually make it a little bit more, you know, sensible to our natures and things of that nature, you know? I think so. It's Ceito, right? All right. And don't, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Then we got Neptune sextile Pluto and things of that nature. No. We got Saturn square. Got a